Chapter 4, verse 34 of Quran, in my opinion, is the most misunderstood and the most controversial verse of Quran. Some Muslims believe that based on this verse, husbands are allowed to use corporal punishment against their wives. Anti-Islam movements also have widely used this verse as their propaganda weapon against Islam, saying that in Islam, physical abuse of women is allowed. It is interesting to know that these two groups, even though look different, they are similar in the misinterpretation of this verse. Let's read this verse together one more time, and away from all things that others have said. Let's throw a new light on this verse, and take a look at it from a different angle. Imagine you were a father or a mother. Would you allow your son to be physically abusive toward your daughter? Would you? It is very easy to understand. If you can watch your son-in-law physically abusing your daughter, and you can remain silent, it means you are out of humanity. But if you cannot tolerate this unjust act, it means God has never allowed this barbaric act to happen, because to God, we are all the same. He loves us all the same. This verse has been very badly twisted and misinterpreted. Let's break the whole verse into pieces so we can read and judge it for ourselves. First, it is said that men are gawamun for women. Gawamun is plural of gawam. Gawam means strength, foundation, power. The meaning of whole statement is that men are strength for women. But others have translated gawamun as in charge. The whole sentence has been wrongly translated to men are in charge of women. In pre-Islam Arabia, the only understood language was muscle power and body strength. It was vital for each family to have a strong man at home. Men were truly considered as the strength for women. But this scenario has totally changed in recent world. Muscle power is to be used only in gyms, movies, and in athletic event. A simple call to 911 can bring the strongest man down in a matter of few minutes. So in current world, men are not strength for women anymore. They are their partner. Then the story continues like this. As God has given some of them an advantage over others. This has been wrongly translated to, men have more advantage than women. I don't understand where they found words of men and women. In Arabic text, it is said that some have advantage over others. This is what I call twisting of the words. To me, this sentence means that men and women are different from each other, and each one of them has an advantage over the other one in something. Men and women are different in different ways. To God, we are all the same, but as a man or a woman, like other animals, we are different. Males are more aggressive, while females are more passionate. Males are more fighter, females more protective. We have differences in different aspects, but this is the beauty of creation. Then it continues like this. And because they share their wealth. This might mean that men share their wealth with women. In pre-Islam Arabia, men were the ones who had to work outside the house making money and bringing it home to share with their family. This scenario has totally changed in recent world. Women's role in society is equal or even superior to men. A big portion of family income is provided by hard-working women. Then it continues like this. So, good, compliant women. This statement has been translated to this. So, good, obedient women. This statement turns the talk away from men and makes it about women. So far we talked about men. Now it is the time to talk about women. Soon we can see that more nice words have been used for women compared to men. What do they do, these good, compliant women? They are protectors in the absence. These good women are protector in the absence of who? They are protectors in the absence of their husbands. How do you know it is their husband? Because in the previous statement, we talked about the role of their husbands in the family, and now it is time to talk about the role of women in the family and in the absence of the husband. Then we ask that if they are protectors, what do they have to protect? The answer, according to the next sentence, is that they have to protect what God protects. And what does God protect in the absence of the man in the family? The answer is the faithfulness of the woman to her husband. God protects the integrity of the family in the absence of the man of the family. Women have to do the same. They have to protect the integrity of the family in the absence of the man of the family. Above two statements have been wrongly translated to, they are protectors of the secrets of their husbands, so God will protect them, in protecting the secrets of their husband. If you read the Arabic text, you will see that this translation is nothing but a lie. there is nothing said about secrets of their husbands. It only says, they are protectors of what God protects. You can see the high value of women in the eyes of God. They are protectors of what God protects. God protects the family. Women also protect the family. Their job is comparable to God's job. Next it is said, and when you fear non-compliance, advise them, and don't sleep with them in their beds, and strike them. But when they turn loyal to you, take no way against them. This part has been misinterpreted to this, and when you fear disobedience, then advise them and don't sleep with them in their beds, and strike them. So basically the above verse is about only unfaithful women who commit adultery in the absence of their husband. Here is when the main and big misinterpretation happens. They say that this sentence implies to all women. All women are not allowed to be non-obedient to their husbands. If they do, they deserve corporal punishment. This is not true. This verse is not about non-obedient women. It is about unfaithful women who cheat on their husbands and commit adultery. They are the ones who show non-compliance to what God wants them to protect. Let's accept their translation and consider it disobedience. Even if these women are disobedient, they are disobedient to God's command to protect what God protects in the absence of their husband, and that is their loyalty to their marriage. Nothing has been said about husband's command to be obedient or non-obedient to it. It is about being obedient or non-obedient to God's command. Let's put these two translations side by side and see the difference. 4.34. Men are the strength for women, as God has given some of them an advantage over others, and because they share their wealth. Good women are compliant, and in the absence, protectors of what God protects. And when you fear non-compliance, advise them, and don't sleep with them in their beds, and strike them. But when they turn loyal to you, take no way against them. God is magnificent, the greatest. And the misinterpreted translation is like this. 4.34. Men are in charge of women. Men have more advantage than women, and because they share their wealth. Good women are obedient. They are protectors of the secrets of their husbands, so God will protect them in protecting the secrets of their husband. And when you see their disobedience, advise them, and don't sleep with them in their beds, and strike them. But when they turn loyal to you, take no way against them. God is magnificent, the greatest. I advise you to read the whole verse on your own, and in Arabic. This is when you see how wrong the above translation is. Currently, adultery in many democratic countries is considered illegal. In pre-Islam Arabia, the punishment for adultery was death sentence, and it only applied to the woman. In Islamic era, this was replaced by verbal advice, avoidance, and corporal punishment. We will see in other parts of Quran that this punishment was for both men and women. For sure, this punishment was for 1400 years ago, and it is not fit for our current circumstances. But still, it was a big progress in the fight for women's rights. In pre-Islam ancient Arabia, which was a male-dominant society and traditionally abusive toward women, it was very difficult to digest all the changes that were brought to them by Islam. That is why, after Prophet Muhammad passed away, this verse was twisted and misinterpreted to make them able to continue their faulty practices under the name of Islam. Abusing women was not brought into ancient Arabia by Quran. It was injected into Islam by ancient Arabia. If this is true that Quran allows corporal punishment for non-obedient wives, then why in Quran there is not a similar verse for corporal punishment of non-obedient children by their parents, even though this is a common practice in Islamic countries? This verse is about nothing but a recommendation for the punishment of adultery 1400 years ago, which was much lighter than the death sentence that was practiced before arrival of Islam. This made abusive men upset and made them to misinterpret this verse as revenge. They changed a verse that was for protection of women to something against them, and they chose death sentence again as a punishment for adultery. This barbaric act is still practiced in some Islamic countries. I strongly believe that the corporal punishment of women by their husbands was not allowed in the Islam of 1400 years ago, and it was not said in Quran. There is no way that this barbaric tradition can be continued into the current Islamic world. This is also an end to the claims of all of those people who use this verse against the religion of God.